Hello, hello. I hope everyone's having a good day. I hope you can hear me okay. I'm going to be double checking the audio, just make sure that I'm coming through. Very cool. Very cool. All right. Well, I hope everyone's having a good day. It's so good to be here. It's so good. It's so good to see you guys. Thank you so much. I am going to kind of do like a beginner's guide for crypto fights because I've only been playing for a short period of time. I have my favorite kind of build. So, we'll, have to explore what other people enjoy doing as well. So let me try to get I guess like some things in here. I would love to bring up the game real quick. Let me just make sure that I'm signed in. Let's see here. I'm gonna open this up. Let's do a quick test to see like a share screen. Just make sure that you guys can see what I'm seeing. Go back to that. All right. Okay. So let's get the shared screen in. Hmm. There we go. Okay. So I can get the game up here, but I would love to be able to show, I guess, my face as well, right? Let's see. I can do picture in picture. Beautiful. Okay, well, there's something. Okay, very cool. Well, I love that. Alrighty, so let's get this wonderful party started. Okay, so just to give a quick little brief of who I am, I go by Allie Honeybee on the internet. Just short and sweet. You guys can call me Allie. You guys can call me whatever it is that you decide you would like to call me. Last week, CryptoFights had the Dodd hosting all of their social medias all week long. He went over beginner guides, meta builds, a whole bunch of really great things, honestly. So I'm just going to spend this time kind of going from beginner guide and onward. Sorry if you guys are total pros out there and you already know exactly what you're doing, but I would love to get your feedback, um, especially on the meta builds. So I have this project that I would love to work on, and it's actually, I don't know if you are familiar with the site called Fandom, but Fandom is a wonderful site to go to explore, like, I mean, really anything. You can look up like book reveals or like episode reveals. I use it a lot for like kind of like to get through video games. Like, I love going to fandom to figure out where dungeons are, how to get through them. I'm sorry, I'm that person, but I just find them like really helpful. So, I would love to use this week to kind of tinker around on fandom on the wiki page for crypto fights as well. I don't know if it needs to go through like an approval state or something like that, but if you guys have any information that you would love to share and provide for that, then please help me out with that. Hello. Hi, Crypto Fights. It's so good to see you guys. Thank you for stopping by into the stream. Hopefully, everything is working really well on your guys' side as well. From what I see, pictures coming through pretty good, audio's coming through pretty good. The audio, however, for the music that I have is not coming through. So that worries me about the actual game. But that's okay. We're gonna figure this out. It's no big deal. But I know that I can at least get, let's do like an ad source for some quick background music. I'm gonna try the lo-fi because I love lo-fi. cool. So we'll test that out. And hopefully that's the vibe for you guys. We shall see. Let's see. I still want to keep. We'll do that. So, alrighty. So let's get into the actual game. But again, I just really want to make sure that the audio is coming through. That's okay. I'll ask you guys. I'll keep it up in my like alternative thingy as well. And we'll see how that goes. Click settings just one more time. Well, we shall see how all of this goes. Let's do a little test with the CryptoFights arena. And hopefully we can get some good music coming in through there. Because the soundtrack for CryptoFights is pretty epic. So I obviously want you guys to be able to hear the sound effects, the like the sound effects of the fighting and the different characters. So let's get into this over here. Let's see. So I know. Let me take this off. See, these are just some characters. I wonder. I am starting from 0, so I'll have to start fresh in the dungeon. But I do know the dungeons make music, so. So this is just a test. I'll go in anyways, just because. And then I would like to start with like a character build, honestly, the best part. Okay. So it doesn't seem like the audio is coming through for the game, which is a big no-no. But if y'all are patient with me, then I will figure this out. Let's see. Add one more source. Let me look into this real quick. On Restream. Let's see here. It looks like... Okay, I think I might have a solution. But I gotta go into my own system. Okay, all of that is looking just fine. Ooh, okay, one more thing I can check out, which is I would show you guys this part, but it might just be a little boring. Let's see. But I think we got this. All right. Let me give this a shot. I'm going to bring back open the game, try to get some of that game audio for us. So let's see. Hey, Don Mexico. I saw you a whole bunch last week in all the chats. It's so good to see you here. So, CryptoFights, this is for FYX. Is there a link for the current update? The one on the website is still for the last patch. So, I do actually have a cool solution for you. Let me give you our Discord link. Discord is a great place for you to start like a kind of like a help ticket. We have somebody on there all day long, or like on and off all day long, who is has all the answers. Hi. Hey, welcome in. Thank you so much for stopping by. I'm trying to get a CryptoFights Discord link so I could share our help, kind of like our help desk with it. Let's see here. FYX. Let's see. Mm. Lovely. Let me know if this link. Oh, you are already in the Discord and the Telegram. Cool, but you don't really get much success with their support chat. All right, that's fair enough. Would you so I wouldn't be able to answer the questions. I don't want to like say anything or like lead you in the wrong direction or anything like that. But um I would love to be able to help. So perhaps if you reach out to me on the Discord, I can also just submit a ticket for you. We can just double it up and try to get some extra efforts in there. And then maybe I could like send some emails. But I do know that there have been some people confused about this latest update. But I mean, there's actually like a really great solution for it. So we could get that. Let's see. We're going to post a direct link. Perfect. Cool. So CryptoFights is going to post a direct link for getting you some extra help on the latest update. Let's see. Okay, so I still want to make sure that I'm getting audio from our game. Oh, an even newer update. Okay, very cool. So I'll just be doing this update as well. Let me just get my main screen in here. So I'll close this one out and we'll be doing the update together. Let's see. So wow, it's been a while since Telegram. Let's see. Wow, this has been a while since Telegram. Telegram's super poppin'. So are you still in the Telegram? There's honestly so much chit chat going on in there. It's really cool to see so many people active in the Telegram. So is that what you mean? Like you haven't been there? So you can't say that a member of the let's see, CryptoFights is legit and cool, but the team is great and honest. They really are. I mean, they're like real people with real emotions and real life solutions for real life problems. So, and this is like their baby. CryptoFights is their baby. It means so much to them, and you guys mean so much to them. So, I mean, solving problems is what they're here to do all day long. You love my room. It's a chill vibe. Thank you. That's super cool. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I got my uh other like setup over here, and then I also have like my beautiful little plants over there. So they're fake though, all from Amazon. Some good stuff. Okay, so let me I'm actually going through this update as well. So good for us. We can do this kind of together technically. So let's see. Get into the game dashboard. We have our new upload. Let's see. Do we have some updates and news? Some updates and news. So have you guys gone through? Let me bring up the Twitter. Let's see here. Bring that up while it's downloading, and let me bring this in so I can see myself. Okay, so I'm gonna bring in a source, a screen here. Cool, beautiful. Twitter. All right, you guys. So on our Twitter, we have a whole bunch of new updates. We got our new character last week. I'm sure you guys have seen it, at least like in the marketplace. If you haven't had a chance to get it yourself, there's the Dodd what's with us. Let's see here. It should. I could have sworn we had a beautiful picture. Oh, there he is. There's the big guy himself. So this is one of our newer characters that just came in last week. I think he was released Monday of last week. So you can get him in the marketplace and equip him as kind of like a skin to any of your characters. And the biggest update is probably PvP being free right now. Yes, there should also be a post about that here. But oh, yeah, I just skipped it over. So yeah, the CryptoFights PvP is now free. So before, when you would go into any of the dungeons, you would have to stake like a little bit of money depending on, who you were and what you're doing. So let me get back right over here. But now you can go in and you can play for just like 0 cash. So there's been some debate on this. Like, is this actually better? Because now people aren't, people are playing without staking money. But the thing is that it's making more people accessible. Like, it's making it accessible to more people to play. So your wait times for PvP is actually much lower, which is, I know we're here to like, try to build up our NFTs and get really cool items, but the benefit to having this free PvP is that we get to play against more people. We get to spend more time with them in the community, hopefully, if they're like in our Discords or our Telegrams, and you can compete against more people more often without the drawbacks. And of course, you guys can always stake money if you want to, but let's see here. It's dope. It is dope. It's really cool because, again, I think like with the NFT space, of course, we want the benefit of increasing the value of our NFTs and increasing our chance of getting really cool rare items through, winning our matches. But you can still win a match. You don't have to like stake money just to win a match, just to get access to any of the weapons or the skins. So is it on mobile or PC? So it is on PC primarily, but you can actually, let me go to the FYX. Oop, not there. Here. So when you go to the portal for FYX Gaming, you can download a .apk, which is kind of like an Android to Apple emulator. Think of it that way. So if you have like an iPhone, I believe, but definitely like a Mac and an iPad, what we have here, then you can download the APK on it and have it with you. Let's see, wait, update me. On which chain is CryptoFights now? CryptoFights, it is running off of the I was like off the blockchain, off of the Bitcoin blockchain. And I actually have like some cool captions for that. Yeah, so the BSB. And B, let's see here. Let's go. I do want to double check on my. Okay, cool. You guys can't see that. I'm going to double check on my update because I'm going through that right now. And I got this little trick the last time I went through it. So just want to make sure. Let's see. Keep. Awesome. Very cool. More info on anyways. Awesome. Very cool. So I'm working through the update right now. Everything's going real smoothly for me. So let's see. Install anyways. Create a shortcut. Lovely. So make sure to check out over in the CryptoFights, they will be posting a direct link on how to get this update onto your computer. Let's see. They did respect all the players and they did a refund and they never forgot how kind they were to me. Wow. I love that. That's super personal too. So when you're saying that they did a refund or never, what was your refund for? Was it like for a skin, an NFT? Was it for a competition? What was the situation where you needed to get a refund? Um, I think it's so cool that the team like had the time and took the time to get that fixed up for you. Ooh, we're getting into the portal. So cool. So let's see here. And the Bitcoin. Yeah, so the Bitcoin SV. And then I do have, I know you guys are obviously know like what the NFTs are, but I do have some cool little like infographic things for anybody who might come over later on who doesn't know what an NFT is or a blockchain or like how to explain it. So this, let's see here. I am still working on getting into my update, but it downloaded. Nice. Let's see. So never played during that time, so you only had the old Telegram post to go off of. Oh, okay, I see. Let's see. So are you saying that you never played during the time where you had like to pay for player versus player? Let's see here. So we're working on our download. There we go. We're downloading. Let's see here. Let's see. All right. So Don Mexico. So you download and install. Very cool. So you've played since mid to late 2021. Very cool. You're ahead of the game there. And let's see, it was around 2019. Oh, okay. I see with the old Telegram posts. And you did a few hundred arena matches and then you had to pay for the PvP. I see. That's so crazy. That's really crazy. So you went from having to pay for your arena matches, or sorry, to not having to pay to your arena matches, then paying, and then now it's free. I think there are like some benefits here though, with it being free at this point, because so many more people are exposed to what an NFT is and why they're so cool. So it does allow more people to get access to that. Let's see here. 1 minute. Let's see, and you started off without paying for the arena matches, and then they are off with paying for the arena matches, then they became free. So what do you think about the arena matches being free now? Do you have like a pro and a con? Or for me, I feel like it's mostly a pro because my whole thing about cryptocurrency, NFTs, I want it to become more accessible to more people. So I think I feel the benefit there. Let's see. That and cool. Alrighty, let's get back into the CryptoFights update. Download it. And I just download the .exe because I'm working off of a Windows computer. So I have the benefit of not needing to download that APK. I think it makes it just one step easier. Very cool. So let's see. So the pro for PvP is that more people are playing and that the average skill level is actually lower than you thought. So the games are easier. Okay. I was thinking that. Okay. So I'll get into that. But you're right. Because you can make a new character at any point. You can like retire characters, make a new character at any point, and you already have the meta. You've already played the different characters. You already have your inventory. You do have the benefit against the new characters once you go through that like level 1, level 2, kind of like building up your entry level character just so you can enter into the dungeons. But you do, I mean, other than maybe like 30-40 minutes, an hour of like gameplay, then you can really kind of smash people. So let's see. So also PvP, or people aren't losing that money by doing the 1v1 winning. I agree. But there will, so I would say like there's probably going to be like an arc. Think of it as like an arc. So right now we have more people, more like a higher quantity of people can join CryptoFights, play for free, make their character, which they could have already done. But now they can do PvP for free. They can get that experience, even if they're getting smashed by people who have been here for a while. But they can see, and at any point they can PvP for money. So once they feel a little comfortable with their characters, or they have a character that they are really fond of and they want to kind of, boost them extra, then we'll have more and more people. I would say like even within weeks. Let's see what the details for this. Let's see. Very cool. So I'm working through my download right now. Very excited to get in there and get playing and building up a character. Lovely. All right, let's see how that goes. We'll give it just a little bit. And then the cons is that the NFT prices will eventually tank if left alone. So the two, okay, aspect starts to suffer from there. I think that could be a possibility. It could be, but I also don't. So thinking that the NFT prices are going to eventually tank just because more people can play and less people will be betting money, I don't really think that's totally true, because there's still going to be this kind of like what's the word? Exclusivity of characters and when they, or skins, and when they are released. And also like the epic and common weapons and when those are released. The people who are starting now, or like even in the next few weeks, who have never played this game before, who are playing for PvP for free, they kind of, I would personally, okay, because I'm new-ish, right? I haven't been playing for too long. And you could say that the skins and the items in the NFT shop are going to be too, like, that the prices are going to be tanking over however long. But for me personally, as I build up my characters and as I build more experience, I'm going after those NFTs. So let's see. So if the supply of NFT reaches insane numbers, then maybe. Still, if you guys are familiar with like OpenSea, OpenSea is kind of like this big NFT marketplace. There's a whole bunch of them, but this is kind of like the Facebook marketplace of NFT marketplace. You can have like really high quality things or like entry level. Anybody can post there. You can actually find, I don't know if you guys have tried looking for it, but you guys can find CryptoFights NFTs on OpenSea, and they're kind of nice. They're kind of nice. It will not disappoint. And there are a whole bunch of NFTs available. But also if you go to like the very popular collections, like there was a what's it called? It's like the ape. There's like so many different apes, but it's like crypto apes or whatever. But they have like 10,000, right? Obviously we can have more because we're doing PvP, building our own characters, releasing new skins. But there's a whole bunch of those, and they go and break off and make like secondary kind of like NFT collections. Okay, let's see what she's saying. So before, people usually played for premium NFTs to improve their win rate in the 1v1 to earn back what they spent on the NFT. Okay, fair enough. Let's see. Do that. But now there's like little incentive to pay more for NFT gear outside of the speculative value in the possible future tournaments. Interesting. The prices are being propped up now, so the players desire to win fights and future-proofing their character builds. Kind of. I think everything with a grain of salt, right? While there is definitely truth to a lot of these statements, we do have to take into consideration this expansion, having things accessible to so many more people who are also going to be competitive and are also going to want to make certain types of NFTs from CryptoFights a little bit more exclusive because of the play style and the accessibility. So let's see, one moment. Let's see. Let's see. So I am working on this download right now, but I would love to get into kind of like this meta build. So last week, let's see, NFTs right now, besides illusions, beside the illusions, but they also, oh, let's see. They also have fully liquid supply too. Let's see. Besides illusions, and then illusions are the skins, but they also have fully liquid supply too. Which NFT is the strongest in CryptoFights? So, okay. So for Dawn, could you explain what you mean by the fully liquid supply as well? And not what is liquidity, but how does that affect you as a regular player? Could you explain that? Because I wouldn't be able to. I don't have that type of experience yet. And then for Mike, which NFT is the strongest in CryptoFights? I actually don't know that, but I do know some of the meta builds, and I really want to go over those with you. But let me look up real quick what a, let's see, strong. I know that, let me also open up the OpenSea because I would love for you guys to see like the going price for one of these. Let's see. So for Dawn, the more you play, the more NFTs that get minted. Okay. Besides illusions, also have a fully liquid supply too. So, okay, so if you want to sell the NFT that you get through competition or however, you have to compete with other sellers, and players tend to gain NFTs faster than buyers appear. I see. And I think that's very true okay. this is I keep going back to OpenSea because it's like so accessible, right? I've been kind of like peeping around on OpenSea for only a few months recently, actually, and I like to go to collections, new collections, like with like a low floor price. I like to like them and like kind of take screenshots of them and see how they grow over time because I like to kind of guess in my mind. How is this collection even going to grow and by like how much? Like if right now you see them selling for like $40 or something, which is probably what you could see for a lot of the OpenSea as well. Or sorry, not for the OpenSea, for the crypto fights as well. So I like to kind of guesstimate where they're going to be so that way I could invest in some of them. So I do think you're right in how having more NFTs available than the current buyers could be an issue, but I think it depends on the person, on the buyer, because I am speaking for myself, I'm very adamant in my research on NFT collections that I want to invest in, and I'm like watching them. And I know a lot of other people are watching them too because they're liking them and saving them and they're buying them up before I have the chance. Um, Okay, so let's see here. So since a buyer only needs one NFT for their build, the number of buyers decreases while the number of sellers increase. True, but what if a buyer or a collector wants to have more than one of an NFT because it's not just for their own build? What if they want to keep that NFT or give it to someone else who's like a new friend of theirs? I would personally keep like a few. There's this NFT collection. It's for cards, like a deck of cards, not trading cards, but like King of Hearts or Queen of Hearts, like that kind of cards. And they have different, like multiple artists, multiple designs, but you'll have like the same card and there is a benefit to buying multiple of the same one, or you could buy like a whole deck and you get like the special kind of like name. But there are benefits. I think it depends on the person. I think if you're just collecting NFTs for your own build, for your own PvP, for your own benefit, then yeah, you will only need one. But if you're collecting them with the opportunity to keep one for yourself and maybe melt it or give it or put it up on an open sea or something like that, so that way you can still keep yours for yourself, then there are benefits to buying more than one. Not everybody's going to do it. Not everybody has the money or the time to do that kind of stuff. Not everybody's interested in that, but it's something I would do because whenever I play video games like RPGs, I'm kind of like a completionist. I wanna go through the entire map. I wanna unlock every area. I wanna find every type, like, for instance, with, like, Skyrim, I wanna, because we have skill trees in Skyrim too, just like in, CryptoFights, and I wanna unlock everything in the skill tree. You can in CryptoFights, but I wanna unlock everything in the skill tree, so that way I can become, like, a master smither and, like, a master, what's it called? It's like, I don't know, but that kind of stuff. So that's just me and my game style, my play style. So when I think about investing in the NFTs in crypto fights, I would of course want to keep one for myself. And I would love to have the opportunity to purchase at least one extra of my favorite items so that way I can keep it for its value and melt it later. Or give it to someone who's like starting crypto fights and I just want to be like, wow, like here you go, like congratulations, here's like a cool thing for you. Let's see here. One moment. Okay, so I wanted to show you guys crypto fights. Oh, I'm so excited to do this. Okay, but first let me catch up on Dawn and if, actually a few other people too. So let's see. Oh, right, and then with Mike, we're gonna try to find the strongest NFT. Well, because that's the thing too, is like these illusions, these skins that you get don't necessarily equate to your character becoming stronger, but it looks cooler. However, if you get any of like the weapons, then you know, then there's some benefits there. So let's see here. I want to go down just a little bit to get with other sellers. Let's see. Okay, so Dawn, you were saying that a good example is like the mail armor of the strength and dexterity for those familiar with, okay, with the crypto fights gear. It's a very common rare drop, okay. That has probably dropped in value by about 80% since you started playing originally. Okay, fair enough, because you've been here through the free and the play or pay to play PvP. Okay, so I see where you're making these connections. Let's see. But let's double check. Okay, because a few months back you're struggling to sell a rare mail armor for like 20 cents. Okay, okay. Well, I'm not going to say that you're wrong in that because I don't have that type of experience that you have. And I can imagine the frustration of collecting these items that you intend to sell or melt or whatever, but you can't because you see the market fluctuating with the type of players, new players, the increase of new players that are coming into the game. So I get it. I get it. Um, and it's totally true. And I'm sure that there are plenty of other people like you who have been around the block, who have been part of CryptoFights since the beginning, who have experienced this. But I'm confidently saying that I don't think it's going to stay that way. Because the NFT crypto space is growing so fast, especially over these past few months, right? And over these past few months is when you've seen this drop in value. So, but I don't necessarily, while there are more people in this space, and you see also at the same time a drop in the value of the NFTs that you've collected, these people who are slowly gathering up NFTs or familiarizing themselves with their own wallets or whatever sites that it is that they want to go through, and all these new like crypto games and cards and collectors items and videos and movies and all and domains, everything. Everybody's just trying to find their own space and what they're interested in. Up until recently, I wasn't totally interested in cards, for instance, for games, because I had started out like most people started out. I just wanted to see the cool pictures and the cool videos. But then I started going deeper and deeper because I have a brother who is in graphic design, and he started kind of showing me some of the things that his friends have been working on. And it was just so cool. Anyways, it was just like exponential from that point. Okay, so let's go back to, we have Booglog. Boog. I'm going to call you Boog. If that's okay. Booglog. What's the average price you see, Dawn? Okay, so for Dawn, and then let me see if I can also check on price high low. I don't know if I'd be able to see the average price here, but I am going to show you guys the CryptoFights or a CryptoFights page on OpenSea, so you guys can see some of the really cool items that are available. Let's see. But before we do that, what do I love most of the CryptoFights? Oh wait, did I skip something? Average price, and then let's see. So when you're playing a lot, it would sell for about $10. Yeah, no, that's fair enough for the chow mein or chow. Oh my gosh, I'm so dyslexic. Let's see. So what do I love most about CryptoFights? What I love most about CryptoFights is how much it resembles some of the other RPGs that I've played. And it's also addicting. But to go back to the resemblance, I see so much potential in okay, so when you're in CryptoFights in the main site, I would love to show you, but I'll have to do that when we get into the game. And you have your battlegrounds, you have your dungeons and your inventory. You have all these spaces, but you'll notice on the outside where it's kind of grayed out and stuff. I don't have and I haven't heard anything through the grapevine at all about expanding that, but I see the potential of all these wonderful spaces that you can add into your main page, into the main page, into the user interface for CryptoFights. Think about World of Warcraft, when you go into a city center. I know we have our marketplace here in the game, but I do see so much potential for more of the community building and more of the social aspect within your main page, or even for extended communication with the friends that you've made through PvP. But anyways, that's just for the resemblance. But I love the graphics. I think the music's pretty cute. I think that's really sweet, but I love the graphics of the game, and I love how addicting it is. I wasn't really sure if it would be that addicting or if I would kind of just be frustrated with, like, the dice and doing the math in my head before, before it came out on the screen. But it's, like, the fact that you can just go back in for the dungeons and for the PvP, it's, like, I don't like to I don't know, I love it. It's, like, really addicting. So yeah, so I really enjoy that aspect of it. Okay, but let me go back down because I am like missing so much here for you guys. So let's see, on the average price for rare, the male armors is around 80 cents now. Okay, so that's a huge difference from the $20 and the $10 that you guys had mentioned, but they're still purple. Okay, so they're still, what would that be? For the epic, yeah, for the epic, especially the bad epic staffs. So their stats are also misleading to the new players, and you feel. But let's see. So you never know how these NFTs will be valued in the future. That's very true. I mean, that's kind of one of I think that's one of the reasons why so many people are skeptical to get into the crypto sphere, is because it can be unpredictable. So let me see. Let's see. Place in awesome. Okay, very cool. Let's see. More than you know. You have more. Okay, I have more than I know what to do with. Okay, I see. Have you any of like, okay, so by saying that you have more items than you know what to do with, are they, or do you have like a collection of those items that you would like to melt for the value? Like the really, really entry level, like poor common items that, you get your like 75% chance of getting when you're just in like the dungeons. Let's see. But anything strength and dexterity. Awesome. I always go strength and dexterity, so I need to try other things. But you have like 4 armors and 4 eye patches and awesome. I mean, I get it. I get it, but I would keep mine at least for a little bit. I'd hold on to them because that's what I do with my cryptocurrency anyways, is I hold on to it. Not forever, but for a while because I want to see where the market goes. I want to see what the companies are doing, and how people are reacting to it. Are there still gas fees for melting the items? Is that what you're asking for? Because you can melt your items. There's no like gas fees for that. Actually selling them to, okay. Sweet. So let me go into the CryptoFights marketplace. Okay, let's see. So you're just negotiating with him on the prices. I see. Are you guys both in our Discord or our Telegrams as well? I know you said that you're in the Discord. Okay, you got a Discord. Very cool. So safety precautions, safety measures, always, double check with people before you send any Discord messages. But CryptoFights does have a Discord where you guys can communicate in like a nice safe place in like a public room. If that's something that you guys are interested in, I'll put the Discord link in here as well. I just think that's a really great place to get started before people send any like PMs. So let's see here. Awesome. Very cool. Beautiful. So yeah, so consider that. Consider going to the main Discord just to like start before you guys get into any PMs, just to keep it nice and safe. So you're in Telegram, you'll join the Discord. Perfect. And then Telegram, we also have the Telegram, of course. So that would be a great place. And who knows, maybe other people will chime in and, want to barter. So let's get into, okay, very cool. So I'm going to bring into, let's see. Beautiful. Okay, so here's our marketplace. you guys are obviously the few that are, chit-chatting right here, negotiating with each other. You guys are familiar with our marketplace and the prices that you see for our items. So there's that. I do see how like a whole bunch of them, well, and these are like the more recent ones that have come out as well that are around the $10. So since he's only been out probably for what, 7 days now? He's only been out for 7 days now. So right now is I think the perfect time for oh, and there's like a sale going on. I think I was told that there's like a sale. I don't know if there's like maybe on their Twitter they've explained it, but anyways, to my understanding, this is not the set price. To my understanding, this is a discounted price, like a temporary. You need to change the collection CryptoFights. Oh, CryptoFights. This one. CryptoFights. Okay, very cool. So you were saying that you have like a whole bunch of the eye patches, and these are rare. So I believe that would have been like the green one, right? And the great sword. I want to see some. I have like a circlet. I think it's really cute. I love it. Let's see here. I want to see, what do we have for like uncommon? Let's see. Because that's still kind of like entry-ish level, something that you can get pretty easily from the dungeons. To see all the items for the sale. Okay, perfect. Yeah. So we have our CryptoFights here. And then we can also go into, these are all of the items. I have not used the hand crossbow. I don't know if you guys have used the hand crossbow yet, but let's see. You listed one of the eye patches for 2 cents. Dawn, you could get a little bit more. A little bit. Good thing no one bought it. Cool. So is it pretty easy for you to just take the items off? I haven't put any of my items on the marketplace yet because I'm just kind of collecting them before I decide what it is I want to do with mine. But it seems like it must have been pretty easy to close that out. Do any of you guys have the hand crossbow? I think it looks so interesting. It's so like, what the heck? I wish I could do like a 3D for this. No attachments. So that's, but oops. Let's go back to CryptoFights. All right. So we have this mail armor. I think the other thing too is that you essentially, correct me if I'm wrong, you can set your items to the price that you want. Is that correct? Because if that is so, then why not just set yours a little bit higher? Because it is more valuable to you. It's something that you worked for, and for you, it's something that you want to be valued at that price. I do think that that's the freedom that we have. Most of them on the stream just now. Okay, yeah, so you got to see just, and this is just like a quick look just for the CryptoFights. We're just looking at the different weapons that they have. I just wanted to get like an idea of where these prices were on here, but I wonder how many pages do we really have. Yeah, we can go on for pages, and you'll see that like I really think that you should price your items at what you think they could be worth. Let's see, you need to be competitive with other sellers. Yeah, exactly. So price them how it is that you like. You're buying them right now. Yeah. And if there are items, that's also the benefit to the kind of like where the market is right now, since it just went free not like a week, hardly a week ago. So more people have access to it. And I would say that like maybe for the next few weeks, we can see like more people coming in. But right now, I think would be a great time to come in and buy any items that you haven't gotten yourself yet from any of the dungeons or from PvP, and hang on to them temporarily, because again, that's just what I do. I just hang on to things. So if I haven't gotten it already, and if it's really this affordable, then I would just, build up my collection. That way, as the prices continue to go up, I have items that are just a little bit older than all the newer ones that people put out there, which of course increases its value. Let's see. So can you still use your engine items from CryptoFights? So I am not actually sure what that is. I'm going to guess that it's these. I'm not sure what an engine item is for CryptoFights. Let's see here. It's perfect. Okay. So let's see. Let's see. Can we still? Okay. So no. So let's see. There's no plans to incorporate them at the moment. And do we need to melt them? Honestly, you don't know how they balance some of the effects of the stronger items. Ah, I see. So you're still active in your wallet. Some cool stuff. Awesome. Yeah. I love the idea of hanging on to things, at least temporarily, while we get this new influx of PvP players. And I would seriously just buy up any items that you haven't already collected just to see what happens. And what you'd lose, like maybe a few cents, maybe a few dollars, or you could like make a good amount on it. Or I don't know. I'm going to be collecting my items for at least a month. So obviously, for those of you who have played, and if you're playing for like a few hours a day, you can collect a lot of items in that time period. So maybe that might be a little bit excessive. But again, I just like the idea of like rarity, keeping items a little bit longer. So let's see here. I'll swap that out. Alrighty. So very cool. So I have been kind of updated on, at least for those of you who are working off of a Mac or an iPad, that the APK file is going to be ready for any of those who are still working on their updates, at least like within the next 30 minutes or so. So keep an eye out on that on the website if you're still looking to do your own update. I am also going to download that not just like I can do it on my desktop, but I'm going to do it on my iPad as well. So if anybody has questions about it in the future, I can kind of walk them through the process that I went through for it. Let's see. Maybe they should just lower the drop rates or add in rarity tiers. Oh, that's interesting. Lower the drop rates. So by lower the drop rates, are you talking about the drop rates of the items that you get through the PvP or through the dungeons, or are you talking about the new illusions, the skins that people get to purchase? Let's see, 2% rare in the PV. Okay, very cool. Yeah. So by the 2% rare in the PvP, I think it's like 75 and 15, but not necessarily for rare. So you've been so unlucky. It's taken me like 350 PvE wins to get a rare. I mean, that doesn't really seem like a very common drop rate to me. That sounds so like you have to put in so much work, which really, I mean, value-wise, I mean, people just don't get the opportunity to get those types of items. Drop rate is like 2% for the epics. And since PvP is free, a lot of people will get items. A lot of people will get items, but a lot of people have a higher chance of getting like common or poor. So since the update, you've gotten 1 epic and about 6 or 7 rares and 200 or more PvP wins, even though the rates are 11% for a rare and 2% for epic statistically. Before you get an epic. True. Yeah, because even if you do win, it doesn't necessarily equate to getting an epic. So it's like you have to have the chance of winning and then have the chance of getting your epic. So I think that's really cool. I look forward to personally being able to get like a really cool collection of like rare or epic items. I don't know if I would ever want to get rid of that, honestly. Even if it was like pretty valuable. I feel like that's really special. Let's see. So maybe it's because you sold a rare for 30 cents. It was so close. Let's see. One moment. let me turn... Oh, hello. Hi there. Let's see. So you're considering 75% that was unfortunate. Your win rate is 75%. You're one of the lucky ones. That's so cool. Let's see here. So let me get into our EXE build. Has about another hour. Wonderful. Okay. So, hey. Hi. So let's see. I'm going to work on downloading the BlueStacks, or for me, it would be a BlueStacks, but that way I can get my hands on that APK file and download it on my MacBook and on my iPad so I can kind of walk people through that later. And it looks like it will be about 30 minutes to an hour where all the files are like up and ready. So I am going to come back in 30 minutes to an hour. So that way we can actually get into some gameplay and I can actually show you guys what these meta builds are that I've been keeping my eyes on. I'm going to start with my favorite, which is an elf. I always start with an elf, any game that I try, but specifically, yeah, so we're going to go over that later. And let's see. Am I in danger? We all have shields and swords. No, I'm not in danger, even though this person's in their military clothes. But no, not in danger. Totally safe, actually. I just really want to be able to get into a game and play. Here's my cat. She was coming up to play. I really want to get into a game and I really want to talk to you guys about these meta builds, but not just talk to you guys about them. I want to be able to show them to you. I want to build them up as we go, essentially. So let's see. You think that around number 5, you're number 5 on the leaderboards? Whoa, that's super cool. I would like totally, I'll look at the leaderboards. I'm not going to ask you for like your username on any of those things, but I'm going to look at the leaderboards and try to get an idea. I'll try to guess which one you are. Let's see, you really only lose versus events. Okay, and you're occasionally unlucky. That's so cool. I would love, I don't know if you had the chance to share like your main builds or if that's even something you want to reveal. So I don't know if you've had a chance to share your main builds like last week when you were here hanging out with the Dawn, but I would love if you were open to sharing, maybe not your meta build, but like some of your favorite builds, just through the experience that you've had so far. Your mage was pushing like 80-90% win rate over the past 100 matches. So for your mage, were you doing like human mage? Is that the way that you were going? Because you can kind of mix things up depending on what it is you're doing. You've posted your main build on the Discord, but the dog didn't see it, I don't think. Okay, let me bring it up real quick. And then maybe, I mean, I would love to share it. Let's see. Did you put it in the general chat? Let's see, we have level, nope, not level up. Let's see, elf mage. Repost and ping you. Awesome. Yes, please do. My name's the same in Discord as well, so that would be really cool. But yeah, and then since I do throughout the week want to work on the fandom for CryptoFights, if I can manage to do that, I would love to put that meta build in there as well. Repost and ping. Cool. So I'll keep my eye out in the Discord for some of your favorite builds. Just because I think that would be so cool to share from someone who really knows what they're doing. I know it works for me as like a new player, but I would love to be able to show some more people what you got going on. So let's see here. All right. So I'm going to take a short-ish break for about like 30 to 40 minutes. That way, when we come back, we can actually get into some proper gameplay, some proper builds, and some proper PvP. You guys can see, maybe I should just start with a build that I'm not familiar with so I don't totally embarrass myself, because at least then it would be something I'm not familiar with. So we'll do that. And then can we see some gameplay soon? Yes, absolutely. So that's what we're going to be getting into. Let's see. So it's not too far out. Very cool. So I'll just be taking a short break then, not an hour, about 15 minutes to 30 minutes. That way. Sorry, my cat is so attached. that way I can get the file downloaded and I can get back in there and we can get some proper gameplay going. So I hope to see you guys all very soon in about, 15 to 30 minutes. Let's see. But before we go, it goes negative versus the best builds, but its current iteration has had a pretty okay reception. Very cool. So is there, other than the Discord, are there places that you like to go to socialize about CryptoFights? To share like your meta, your tactics and the items that you have in your marketplace, your personal marketplace, your collection. Are there other places that you like to go where there are people chatting about CryptoFights, or is it just primarily our Discord and our Telegram, or even like any of the other social sites? Let's see, only active in chat really, and then just Telegram. I love the Telegram. I think it's so cool. There's always something going on in the Telegram, so that's really cool. So I'll have to like kind of pinpoint you out. It'll be silly if your name is exactly the same here and I like didn't pick that up, but I'll find it when you ping me in for that. So, and then in the Telegram. Yeah, and the Telegrams, I love it. Let's see. So all the rares are on the marketplace. Okay, so I don't know if those were just the rares that you had in your account personally. So cool. So I'm going to get off temporarily, short break. And then when we come back, we will have the game downloaded and up and ready, and we're going to go through some of the builds. And yeah, I'm like really excited for that. And you think you pinged me on the Discord. Let me double check that. Awesome. Very cool. Cool. Yeah, I got it. Nice. Thank you so much. I'm so excited. And then this site that you have, is this the... Oh yeah, it is. It's the Crypto Fight Club. Very cool. So this is the one that you like to use. Okay. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to go over these. Very cool. Sweet. Okay. Well, I'll be back shortly. I hope to see you guys again soon. If not, I will be back on tomorrow as well, if that time works better for you. But yeah, grab a bite to eat and a little snack and some water and get ready to come back in about 15 to 30 minutes so we can get into some builds and some gameplay. All right, you guys. Thank you so much. You made it a while back. Yeah, I actually will go over that site too because I've been using that site for my own builds. So, all right, you guys, I will see you very soon.